Hey guys, hope you all are doing extremely well. Today I am going to explain missing observations, which is the Leetcode daily problem. It is marked as medium. I will try to make it easy. So it is based on maths. Now what the question says, my question says is that you are given observations of m plus n six-sided dice rolls. Dice means dice has a six sides having numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I have m plus n such dice having number 1 to 6. N of the observations were missing, and you only have to have observations of m rows. Okay, so I have n plus m dice, and n of the observations were missing, and I have m observations which I know. Okay, unfortunately you have to calculate the average value of m plus n rows. Okay, you are given an integer array rows of length m, where rows of I is the value of the ith observations. That means the m observations which I know are given in an array rows, and I am also given the mean and the n. Okay, the mean of the m plus n observations and the n, the number of the observations which are missing, is given. Okay, makes sense. Now return any integer. Now return an integer of length n containing missing observations such that the average of the m plus n rows exactly becomes mean. Okay, there can be multiple valid answers. I have to return any one answer, and if there is no mean, if there are no such array exist, I need to return empty array. Okay, so what the question says, I have m plus n dice, and each of the dice have observations which is having numbers 1 to 6. Okay, now the question says that the observations of m dices I know, and they are stored in an array rows, and I have lost the observations of these n dices. Okay, but my mean of the m plus n dices are known. Now I have to find the n dices and return. Okay, so let's take the example, roles having 3, 2, 4, 3, and the mean is having as 4 and n is equal to 2. Okay, so my mean is 4. That means I can easily say that 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus 3 plus the two elements of n, that means n1 plus n2 divided by m plus n is equal to 4. Okay, this makes sense. Now I can easily say that sum of these elements, which is 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 3 12, plus n1 plus n2 is equal to 4 into 2 plus 2 plus 1 2 3 4. That means 24. So I can easily say that the sum of n elements is 12 here. Since n is 2 here, so this sum of these two elements is 12. Now I need to check that this 12, which is the sum of these two elements, I need to put the values of n1 and n2 in such a way that it comes as 12. Okay, now let's check how to do this. Now this n1 and n2 can have values from 1 to 6. Okay, now I can give any number from 1 to 6 to this and this so that the sum becomes 12. So what is the minimum number that I can give? The minimum number that I can give here is 2, taking both ones. And what is the maximum number that I can give? Maximum number is 12. So I can easily say that if my sum of n elements having all values as 1 becomes greater than this answer, then the answer is not possible. I mean, if I have like this, if I have like this, I have two elements missing and my sum remaining is 13. So is it possible to make my sum 13 putting any value of n1 from 1 to 6 and n2 as 1 to 6? No, it is not possible because 6 plus 6 is the maximum value that I can get, which is 12. So I cannot make 13 again if my n1 plus n2 and I have to make it as 1. By putting any value from 1 to 6 in both of them, is it possible? My minimum value is 2. So anything less than that is not possible. So this is the case of not possible when I have to return an empty array. Okay. Otherwise, my answer would be possible. Now, I will take another example. I have 156 min as 3 and as n as 4. Okay. Sorry. So my sum of rolls plus n1 plus n2 plus n3 plus n4 is equal to 3 divided by m plus n, that is 3 plus 4 7. Okay, so the sum of force is 12. 12 plus these numbers, these four numbers, equal to 21. So sum of these four numbers, so sum of these four numbers is 21 minus 12, which is 9. Now how to distribute this 9 among these four people? First of all, what will I do? I will give 1 1 1 1 to each of them. Okay, now I see that I can give this 2 2 2 2. Okay, when I gave 1 1 1, then my sum became 4. When I gave 2 2 2, my sum became 8. Now 1 left, so I will give that to the first person. That means 3. Okay, this is how I can distribute these nines among these array among these elements. So how can I do? I can easily do this by making 9 divided by the number of n's that are missing. What are the number of n's? Number of n's are 4. So 9 divided by 4 is 2. So all the persons will equally get 2 2 2. Okay. This is similar to distributing toffees to n persons. Suppose these are my toffees and these are my children and I need to distribute them. Now how much extra trophies that I have left with? I have given 2 2 2 2, that means 8 I have given. The extra trophies are 1. So I can give it from the first to the one child. That means my answer will be 3, 2, 2, 2. This is one of my answers. Okay. Now let's look at the code, how I have written my code. From here to here, I have made my sum as 0 and m is the number of the rows array size, and the sum of all the rows are taken. Okay. Now my now what I have done, I have done this sum of rows plus n divided by m plus n plus n elements divided by m plus n is equal to mean. So my n becomes mean into m plus n minus sum of rows, isn't it? That is what I have written here, that mean into m plus n minus the sum of the rows. Okay, that I have stored in sum n. Now I am checking that when my condition fails, I have to return an empty array. If my sum n is less than n, that means I have n elements. Suppose I have n elements, the minimum sum I can get is n, giving having 1 1 1 1 1 up to n, and the maximum sum I can get is 6 6 6 6 6 up to n. So if my sum n becomes less than n, and or my sum n becomes greater than 6 into n, then I have to return an empty array. Okay. Now if that doesn't comes, then my answer is possible. So I first equally divide each of them. So equally dividing each of them means my sum n, that means these are the total number of trophies, these are the children, and I am equally dividing them to each of the children by sum n divided by n. Now I am declaring the answer vector and the remaining elements. Baki I have written which is the remaining elements. Okay. Remaining elements are the total sum n minus the equal elements which each and every n children has got, which will give my remaining elements, and the remaining trophies I can give this to answer of I, each of answer of I have told you in trophies these are the numbers in the faces. Okay, now finally return answer. Thank you, that's it from my side. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.